Hi, Facebook community. It's Marissa again, jumping on to talk today a little bit about our relationship to spirituality and ourselves and food, and our relationship to food and how those two things are really interconnected. So, if we think about it, our mind, body, and spirit play a huge role in our health and our happiness, and they're all completely interconnected. You really can't have one area transform without having all of the areas transform, and vice versa. You can't focus on one area and expect it to actually transform without really looking at all the different areas. So I want to give you a few examples and so that you can kind of get the sense of what I'm talking about. So for example, if you focus all of your attention on food, but you're putting all of that attention. Hi, Alexandra. Thanks for coming on. So if you're putting all of your attention on food, but your good eating habits might not last for long. You'll never feel satisfied. Thanks for all the love. And if you don't have a healthy mindset and your lifestyle is not aligned. So if you think about it, you can put all of your attention on nutrition and eating healthy, but unless you have your lifestyle aligned and unless your mindset's in a really healthy place, it doesn't really make a difference. You can eat all of the healthy foods in the world and still gain weight. You can still feel sick and tired if all of those other areas aren't in alignment. So if you're not getting enough rest, you're always stressed out, or you can't fit in time to get movement, the food isn't going to completely help you. It's not something that you can just do on its own. You have to work on those other parts as well. So for example, you can also eat well and you can lose weight, but it doesn't mean that you're going to feel good about yourself. If your mindset is in a good place, if you're not positive and, confident in yourself or feeling good about yourself, you can still be afraid of food. You can constantly obsess about it. You can still criticize your body. You might still choose to participate in activities that don't support you, spend time with people who don't respect you or aren't treating you the way that you meant you should be treated. So you get the picture. Our desire for good health and wellness is really about feeling good. It's about being happy and about having confidence. And if one of those areas is out of balance, we don't get all of those positive benefits. So it's really about having a transformation of mind, body, and spirit in order to have happiness and good health and well-being. So today I want to talk to you a little bit more about spiritual alignment and what that means and why it's important. So we've talked about it over the last, few weeks, about how our mindset and our body impacts our eating habits, right? And when we're not spiritually aligned, we're more likely to be stressed and exhausted. Hi, I'm doing great. We're more likely to be stressed and exhausted and emotional. And so it's really important to have alignment in order to, avoid these things that have us, have our bodies be impacted, our immune systems, and, from the stress and emotions, or have our eating habits be impacted. So how do you know if you're in alignment? You know if you're in alignment if things feel joyful. Hey, Alex. You know when you're in alignment if you feel joyful, if things feel easy and they're flowing. Those synchronistic things occur, those little coincidences occur that make things really easy. For example, they could be subtle things like finding a good parking spot, or strangers being extra generous and giving you things, or opportunities coming your way, extra time appearing all of a sudden, or traffic somehow clearing so that you can get somewhere on time, or dealing with challenging people seems really easy. I know that you have those experiences where sometimes you have, people in your life who are difficult to deal with, and it seems super easy to deal with them. Hi, Libby. Thanks for the like. Sometimes it feels like it's so easy to deal with people. It's not even hard someone could be upset or moody and it doesn't affect you. Well, that happens when you're in alignment. When you're not in alignment, those people make you upset, they make you angry, you feel exhausted by them, their bad mood comes into you, onto you. Things feel hard and like a struggle. Everything seems to be going wrong. Things feel forced, like you have to try really hard to like make things happen. So that's kind of an example of what what being out of alignment feels like. So I want to give you a few examples of things that have me feel like I'm in alignment, so that you can start to think about what those things are for you. So start to think about, what are those things that have you feel centered, that have you feel balanced, the things that make you happiest. What are those things that you can do on a regular basis? So for me, sleep is number one. If I don't sleep well a few days in a row, everything is difficult. It's hard to even be happy or grateful. My eating habits, I crave sugar, or I feel like I need to eat more when I'm sleepy. Okay, the second for me is meditation and breathing. If I don't practice meditation, I I hold my breath all day, my stomach hurts, and then I get really overwhelmed, and like I have a to-do list that seems like not tackleable, right? When I'm in alignment, I seem to like get everything done really quickly and things move really fast. But when I'm out of alignment and I haven't been meditating, things kind of seem a little bit more difficult. And then the last thing for me personally is exercise. When I exercise, I'm less interested in food. I crave less sweets. I have the less desire to overeat. I'm satisfied a lot sooner. I feel happier and I have more energy. Okay, so those are the three things that bring me back into alignment. And it's different for everyone. Everyone has different things that, have them feel grounded, centered, and like themselves, and like things feel easy. Now, if you feel stuck and you're in a rut of some sort and you haven't felt happy or like things are easy in a long time, I want you to think about the best time in your life. I want you to think about the time when you've been happiest, the time when you've had the most energy, and think about what was your daily routine like then? What were you doing for work? Who were you spending time with, and what activities were you participating in? How were you taking care of yourself? And then think about now, and what's the difference between now and what you were doing then? What were the activities that you were doing then that really probably made a big difference in how productive you are, how much energy you have, how happy you are, all of that. Take a look at that. And start to implement those things. Start to put them in and bring yourself back to alignment, and bring yourself back into that centered place so that it doesn't have to impact your life. So for example, it could be simple things like having your house be clean. Taking time to clean your house is something that totally makes people feel centered and aligned. And we don't have to spend that much time in it. We could do a little bit every day and have that be something that really has us feel balanced and, happy and joyful, and like things are together. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about today, and I am really excited about it because I have a new program coming out, and starts next week actually, and I'm super excited because I'll be providing support in all three of these areas of mind, body, and spirit, and I'll put the link below. You can check that out if there's something that interested you that you heard here today. We're really going to be working on reprogramming your mindset so that you can end cycles of binge eating and emotional eating. We're going to be relearning how to listen to your natural body cues so that you can naturally crave nourishing foods, so that you don't have to feel like you have to be on a diet in order to crave the foods that make you feel best. Our bodies want to give us the right things. The problem is that we're not always listening to what things would make that difference for us. And then of course is realigning with our intuition, making sure that the things that we're doing in our lives, the activities that we're participating in, the decisions that we're making are actually keeping us happy and joyful, and making sure that you're able to tap into your intuition to make sure that those are the activities that you're participating in. So if you have any interest in that, or you want to know more, you can send me a message. I'll put the link on the video as well. And I hope that you got something out of this video. So I hope you have a really great evening, and I will talk with you all soon. Bye!